everyone, John Comm, Northwoods Whitetails Food Plot Seed. It is March 17th and we're looking at a small remains of a food plot screen here in our backyard in Upper Michigan. A couple points I want to hit on today. One is standability of your screen. We've been trying a lot of different stuff over the last 10-15 years and nothing even comes close to this hybrid sorghum we now have in our food plot screen product at northwoodswhitetails.com. You can see it's still 8 to 10 feet tall. Obviously the leaves have been stripped off. This planting is only about 6 feet wide. It's in our backyard. This is kind of the worst case scenario for a food plot screen planting. A couple reasons. One, we've done it here for 5 years in a row, never giving the soil a break. And two, it's only 6 feet wide. When we plant, we highly recommend 12 to 15 feet wide. But the point I'm trying to make here is looking at the standability of this stuff. I can't break this right now, okay? So this particular screen has stood all winter long here in Upper Michigan. We've had 4 different ice storms. We've had 4.5 feet of snow blizzards. You name it, we've had it up here. This is pretty tough environment to grow this stuff, and it's doing just fine. So this was still standing and actually very serviceable during deer season. You couldn't see the county road out here. The county road, if you were on a car, you couldn't see into our food plot all the way up until probably mid-December. Now, for the first time, I got to see this stuff in action 2 years ago along a 300-yard screen on one of the properties we manage. It stayed all winter, and this past year, same result. This stuff was still standing well into December. So I've seen a lot of different plantings. I've had people looking for screens. I've got to see other things people are planting, and pretty much they're all on the ground by end October, early November. So we've got some pretty harsh conditions up here in Upper Michigan, and this stuff is still standing. All we're gonna do is come in here, hit it once with the brush hog, once with the tiller, and plant again. Now the second thing I want you to notice, there's not a single deer track around this screen. Why? There's no food in it. I don't want anything the deer can eat in my screens, and here's why. Let's say you're sitting in this corner right here. This is where your deer stand is. You're coming from back here. Why in the world would you want deer standing on this side of the screen, in the screen, right up next to the screen eating it? That makes absolutely no sense. And I get to work with some of the best habitat managers in the country. So if you hire a guy like Randy Vanderveen, Jeff Sturgis, Jake Ellinger, and they tell you do not put food in your screen, and there's guys trying to sell you mixes with food in the screen, who are you going to believe? The guy you hired to tell you how to better your deer hunting and keep deer on your property, or the guy that's trying to sell you food plot seed? I'll leave that up to you. But I'm a facts-based person, and the fact is this stuff is still standing here in Upper Michigan, 8 to 10 feet tall, and I have yet to see a sorghum as strong as this stuff. So just something to think about when you're getting ready to get your plans together for 2019. This is our Northwoods Whitetails food plot screen. This is my 3rd year planting it, and the 2nd year it's been available to the public. So you can see right through it because it's taken an absolute beating this winter. But 90% of it's still standing, and that's what you want. November, you want standing screen. You don't want it laying on the ground.